can see I was cutting wood. I got a bunch of wood there. We're building another greenhouse. We tore the old greenhouse down because it wasn't big enough. Oops, let me zoom back out if I can. Hey, come on. There we go. We're using up our wood. We're cutting wood. There's some sawdust. Workstation. Got ourselves a till. I'm going to give you guys a demonstration on this till maybe later today. It's not anything too fancy, it's just a basic operation. With the front tines. Okay, here's the glass that we, our neighbor here, who's, it's not Jim anymore, it's Carl and Colette, moved in the fall, and they replaced their windows. So my wife got out there and she scooped them from them because they were just taking them to the dump. And that's why we're building a bigger greenhouse. And so here's our greenhouse. It's much bigger. It's going to have raised beds on the inside. So where do I start? So this will be the side. And so you remember those things. Those were the sides of we toggled our storm windows into those. We've kept them. And we're probably going to use them for the sides. I've measured them up. They're going to sit right on there. And one on the other side as well. And then this here is like a 10-foot, 5 1/4 long wall. It's really reinforced because there's going to be a lot of weight on it. It's a 10-foot, 5 1/4 wall for this glass here. Actually, and it's confusing because there's more glass than what these three over here, those three, are going to get used for the back wall, the north-facing wall. It's just this. Let's see, am I zoomed out all the way? Yes. Just this here that's going to be the 10-footer. I'm going to build some sort of funky frame for that, so looking forward to that. It's in the works. We've got to get some another truckload of soil to fill these raised beds that'll be on the inside. So there'll be glass on all three sides for sure, and a little bit of glass on the back. Probably the rest will be plastic. The roof will be plastic. We're going to put an actual door on it. What else to say? This is all nice and level. I actually took the time and leveled this and used a square and made sure everything was looking good. Paving stones for the inside. And the door will probably go here, just as like Les Nessman. Just imagine a door right here. So we just, whoop, there we go. We're in, and there'll be beds and lots of room. Probably put some shelves here on this wall, right here, right there, and there. And yeah, so I guess the next step is to actually finish. We're reappropriating, sorry, old skids and cutting them and building the skirting, which seems to be working out nicely. So we got to finish that today, and then it's filling it with soil and building the walls and the ceiling and all that jazz. There's one pallet that we couldn't use the rest of it, so we'll probably rip it apart and burn it. And we got more pallets right over there. Good day, YouTube. It's now May 25th, and we're doing some building in the backyard. We still haven't got the window frame done, but there's the remnants of our pallets. We've ripped them apart, and I'll show you what we used them for. Get a shot of the lilacs again, it's beautiful. We've skirted the outside. I'm going to go around, I'm going to do a 360 here. Skirted the outside with pallet wood, cut to length. And get around. This front wall is, well, this is going to be facing south. This is going to be where we set the big windows, these ones. That's the wall right there, 10 feet of it in here. And to match the original sides that we built few years back. We had to raise them a little more, so the beds are a little taller on the inside, on the sides. 14.5 inches tall here, really sturdy, as you'll see when we come around. And I've got skirting around here. There's all that skirting. And that's going to have to be reinforced once we put the walls in. You can see how sturdy that front wall is, the south facing wall, because there's going to be a lot of weight on it. These are just going to be those same storm windows. Good afternoon, YouTube. William from the Dunvegan Gardens just dropped off a truckload of topsoil with, it's got some peat mixed into it. So we're going to be moving that today into the greenhouse. And this is an extension onto the greenhouse video. It is now May 27th, 2015. And I'll show you the progress we've made. Got some cardboard out. Cardboard. So here's the greenhouse in all its glory. Let's see, do I back? That's as far out back as it gets. But you can see we've put the walls up, except for the back. We're getting ready to put the windows in, but the topsoil is going to get dumped in here. We got a wheelbarrow that we're going to use to cart it over. I think we got enough soil. This wall turned out really well. We're both quite happy. It's a little dirty. We're going to have to spray it down when we water the soil when we put it in. This has got a crack in it. That's from baby Blake. We're going to let him get away at that one, but we're going to capture it on video here so we can show that to him later on. He's put his mark on this building, and that's very good. Okay, I'm going to step back so you can gander at this. How do I do this? No, that's not going to... Okay, that's the wall. It framed in pretty nice. I wonder if I can get a better perspective from back here. Yeah, that's the front wall. Using those windows. We've got those windows left over that are going to go on the back wall. And we're getting ready to build that back wall here pretty quick and then put up a rooftop and get the thing going. One last thing, I'd like to show you the members that will be attending the greenhouse ceremonies. We've got Subarctic, what do we got here? Brandywine. This is a Brandywine tomato plant, and then we've got two of those. That would be these two right here, or Brandywine. Subarctic. This is Subarctic right here in the center of the screen. Got a couple of those. We got a few black crim. This is black crim right here. And we're just going to try these out and just see how well they do. She's already watered these. That one there, that's a beefsteak I'm touching right there. Beefsteak. Got a few beefsteak. Actually, I think we got quite a few beefsteak. Balls beefsteak. A couple black crim, and you know the rest. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's one on the end. Okay, yeah, there's one right there next to the rosemary. They're getting acquainted. Later on, they'll make a sauce. All right, that's all for now, the greenhouse update. Here's a view from the inside. What's that? Yeah, watch the tomatoes, Doug. There's a view from the inside. We're getting her done. Okay, I didn't explain one thing. We're putting cardboard on the bottom of these beds to kill the grass off, and it's biodegradable, so it should all be good. Kara's working on that right now, and I better get out of her way.
This one has some.
Oh, I'll show you that then. Just to show you, we're putting cardboard in there. Might need a little bit more. That was just one box, eh? Might need to go butcher one more box. Alright. Alright, so that's it. We're back. I don't know if you can hear me. The wind is trees here. We got 40-mile-an-hour winds going on right now, and if you were worried about how how our greenhouse was holding up, it's not even swaying. This thing's a solid piece of construction. It'll do just fine. And we've got the beds are half full. We've done 6 wheelbarrows full. We've got our squeegee out. We're going to squeegee these windows down, try and get them clean. Kara's doing a beautiful job taking care of the dust and dirt that collected over the season. But we just wanted to update you. We've got the beds half full. These tomatoes are going to be going in soon. It is, that's the remnants of our soil pile. My mother-in-law is going to be by to probably scoop this stuff up, so we're just got it all bundled up. Yeah, that's after 2 hours. That's over. Let's go have a look over here. My Cara Bear's planting the, so you can see the beds got filled really nice. Now the tomatoes are kind of in there. They're getting protected by the wind. The wind's been blowing them down.
I've got a plan, if you're interested.
What's the plan?
There's different rates of maturity for all these. Because this is the window that ends up getting the last hot days of the year,
Yeah,
I put the ones that take the longest to mature over there.
but they're the biggest plants.
That's okay. This
Okay.
is still getting that beautiful eastern sun in the morning,
Yeah,
and they ripen to maturity the quickest. So
Okay.
it's earliest, middle, last.
earliest. So this is east, south, west. Earliest, mid, last. All right. That's the record. That's for the record. We'll see what happens come fall.
That's right.
Okay. There are anvil heads way out there, but there doesn't seem to be. I have a feeling it's going to calm down tonight and nothing's going to happen. But as you can see, nothing threatening, just a crazy wind. And this thing is holding together like a boss. Like a boss. Those 40-mile-an-hour winds aren't even making this thing shudder. And it doesn't even have the fourth wall and a roof yet. And that's the next step. We've got the garden in. We're going to put a floor in, the back wall with a door, and just a few, well, not just a few, probably 5 rafters up top where we'll put our vapor barrier rooftop.